Everything is bigger in Texas, and we see that here with the Target Series race, the Ford 300. It's 1.5 mile oval located in Fort Worth, Texas. On the pole is the number 1 Chevrolet of Anthony Hernandez. 2's outside is the 01 of Evan Hunter. Then third we have Roman Fenway. 4th is Danny Lloyd, and rounding out the top 5, it's Paul Taylor. Then 2's outside 6th, Ryan Taylor, our points leader and last race winner. In 7th we have Jeff Bright. Cole Luigi, second in points, is 8th. In 9th we have George Cooper, and William Bolin rounds out the top 10. Rest of the field, there's Jason Larkin to his inside, Max Anderson. Then we have Landon Lyons and Jake Galloway. Behind them, John Gambit to his inside, Texas native Jay Jefferson, the 05, looking for a win at his home track. Then behind them, Jim Gambit and Greg Torres. Then the next row, Luke Rainey with Mathis Wells. Then there's Jacob Davidson and Marshall Burrow. Behind them, Blake Peters and Mitchell Collins. Then we have Marcus Sachi and James DeCurligan. Then there's Ryan Brommer and Eli Bright. Adam McDowell third in points, 2's outside Jennifer Beefer in the 62. Then behind them, Levi Schoens and Sebastian Kukulon. Then Anton Charlebois and Justin Heath. Then we have Derek Hamill and Josephine O'Neill, Riley Spurley-Tube and Michael Canto. Then Oliver Galloway and Jonathan Beeford. And in the final row, Trey Rainey in the 25, 2's outside the 09 of Alexander Rowe. That's our starting lineup for the Ford 300 here at Texas. Let's get going with our starting command.
Drivers, start your engine!
And the engines are fired up here at the Texas Motor Speedway, the Great American Speedway. For the Target Series race, the Ford 300, Anthony Hernandez, Evan Hunter roll off the starting grid to lead the field to the green flag here in Fort Worth, Texas. So it's going to be a wild race here. The Target Series has had some crazy races with a bunch of yellow flags, some big crashes, and this one might not be any different. We might see some big crashes, some good hard racing at the front. We'll see who gets to victory lane. Will be someone who starts towards the back like Trey Rainey. Will be someone who starts up front like on the front row like Anthony Hernandez. We're going to find out after 30 laps. The pace car with the left-hand turn to pit road leaves the field in the hands of 2 Chevrolets, Anthony Hernandez and Evan Hunter, to the quad oval and the restart zone. We are green here at Texas. We saw a car shoot their way down to the bottom lane on the backstretch. Lap 1 led by Pulsar Anthony Hernandez, but not without challenge. Roman Fenway almost got to the race lead. But now the 1 goes really high through 1 and 2. This could allow Paul Taylor to the inside as they come off in 2 down the backstretch. And that's where the 3 wide starts to happen. Drivers go up the racetrack, they're 3 wide, and then that's how the crashes happen as well. So far, double file inside the front about 12 or 15. As they go through 3 and 4, Paul Taylor now up front, the 43. To his back bumper, the 3, Jeff Bright looking low. He wants a win this season. He's not had one. He's had a horrible season in both Cup and Target. He's looking for a win to try and turn both their seasons around. Bright to the inside, going to try and clear through 1 and 2. But George Cooper now to the bottom lane, the 38, going to take it 3 wide. Max Harrison forced to the middle by Jake Gow in the 18 as they come down the backstretch. 3 wide there. Can Paul Taylor get clear in the 43 off to turn 3? They stay 3 wide for this race lead. 3 wide for 4th. Jake Gow in the 18th is going to grab the 4th position. He's going to grab 2nd by the time they come off of turn number 4. 3 wide, close, rubbing together in the pack. Galloway to 2nd now as George Cooper leads the lap in the 38, and they are close in the middle of the field. Galloway in the 18 now to the bottom lane. He's going to grab the race lead easily as they come off turn 2. But Jay Jefferson has other ideas. He wants to take the lead for himself as he comes down the backstretch. A pack that is 3 by 3 by 3. And Jay Jefferson to the inside, now to the middle lane. They're 3 wide for the lead. Greg Torres in the 7 to the bottom lane. And they stay 3 wide through the corner as they come off of 4. Greg Torres clears to get out front of the madness behind them. Yeah, I'm waiting for something to happen here. Some small mistake, and the whole field goes with you. They are stacked up 3 wide. This could be, if a crash happens, a 10-15 car pileup. Landon Lyons now to the bottom of Greg Torres as they come off 2 and down the backstretch. It will be 25 laps of racing to go this time by. It will be 5 laps completed. Torres and Landon Lyons right now, the 2 battling for the front spot. 3 wide behind them to about 20th. As they come down the front stretch, Landon Lyons leads the lap. He's trying to clear Greg Torres to turn 1. He wants to get away from this. Jacob Davidson, the 9-9, coming through. Down the bottom lane for a 2nd. Could that be for the race lead? Here comes Adam McDowell, 3rd in points in the 16 as the 61 at the racetrack. The 99 Davidson going to take advantage to the bottom lane. Down this backstretch. Davidson with a push from the 10 of Oliver Galloway. Excuse me, that's the 11 of Mitchell Collins. As they go through 3 and 4, the 11 car to the inside, 3 wide. Anthony Charlebois, Jim Gambit on the bottom lane. 4 wide, almost back there. Contact was made between, it looks like, John Gambit and Eli Bright. They sorted it back down, but that could have been a big crash right there. There was contact made inside the top 15. And Mitchell Collins clears to get out front. Anthony Charlebois in the 32 to the bottom lane. Greg Torres, a 4-wide move. Contact Anderson in the 98 to the inside wall. Spinning back up the racetrack. He's going to get the back out the field. He does. The 70 to Curligan. Some others wreck hard in turn number 3. There's the 12. There's the 87 spinning. The 70. The 49. The 27. The 6. There's the 98. The yellow comes out. And the race back was close. And Jim Gambit edges Charlebois to get back in front. That would have been by a few thousandths of a second. We talked about that big one happening when it was going to happen. And it just happens right here. Jennifer Buford, a champion of the Target Series. She's going to be done. Marshall Burrow, Sebastian Kukulon, Alexander Rowe might be done. Levi Shones, John Gambit, Max Anderson, DeCurligan, Brommer, Sachi. O'Neill is wrecked under the yellow flag with Greg Torres and Michael Canto. They have spun around. Hopefully they didn't hit the wall and get any damage. I'm trying to look to see if the 24 and the 7 have any. It looks like if they do, it's minimal. I can't really see much. I'll look for O'Neill as well to see if she got any damage. Looks like she should be fine as well. Looks like she should be good. So the caution flag comes out. A 4-wide move made by Greg Torres. And the field gets taken out due to it. Max Anderson, one of the first to go around in the big one, entering turn number 3 here at Texas. Here's the move Greg Torres made. He was in the top lane. He sees an opening. He tries to get down there, and he just makes a 4-wide move right here. Not the smartest idea. He cannot go 4-wide here at Texas. And right here, close rubbing the contact right there as John Gambit comes up into Max Anderson, spins them both down hard to the inside wall. The 98, then the A7. They come back up the track. There's the 98 off the ground. Gambit back into the inside wall. He shoots back up. DeCurligan gets hit by the A7. There's the 27. Look at Brommer up in the air with Jennifer Buford. There's Alexander Rowe getting his damage. Marshall Burrow with his. And it was a big crash fest in turn number 3 and some hard hits as the cars came up the racetrack and they hit the wall pretty hard. Now drivers like DeCurligan and the others, they were hard on the gas trying to get by. And right there, just the contact made, and some cars did a great job. Some cars were very lucky getting on by there, but the rest were toast in this. There's John Gant with his damage. I think he had a car on top of us. He has some roof damage. Look at this from another different camera angle. There's the contact, both hard to the inside wall. The 98 first, and then the A7 bounced off the wall and then comes back up. There's DeCurligan. Look at Brommer up in the air. The A7 torn around. There's the A9, the 70, the 27, the 49. And some hard crashes here at the Texas Motor Speedway. Back in front, Jim Gambit by, I would wager about a thousandth or two. Leads them back to the caution flag. He stays out on the racetrack. And he'll lead us back to the green flag as well. Coming back green this time on lap number 12. We said Jim Gambit would be a race leader once to get back green. That's not going to be the case now. He's pulled low up to the pace car, obviously signaling he has an issue that he's going to come down pit road to the drivers behind. So from that crash, I was Jennifer Buford, Levi Shones, Max Anderson, John Gambit, and the 49 of Ryan Brommer. Marshall Burrow, Alexander Rowe fall lap down with crash damage. 35 cars on the lead lap. A lot of them, though, do have some damage. Jim Gambit was set to restart in front, but he'll come down pit road. He'll surrender the lead to now Anthony Charlebois. Roman Fenway is now second, Evan Hunter to third, Mitchell Collins fourth, and Jacob Davidson rounds out the top 5. We have Matt Wells up in 6th, Adam McDowell third in points is right now 7th, Greg Torres 8th, Luke Rainey 9th, and Landon Lyons going to round out the top 10. Jay Jefferson got some damage under the caution flag. You can see him with his damage. He was possibly involved in one of the altercation with the 24 and the 7. Interesting to see if that car has much damage and if it's going to be slow. Everyone else should be fine damage-wise. We saw Neil and some others go around under the yellow flag. However, looks like their cars are clean. So they come off turn 4, the pace car to pit road, along with the 40 of Jim Gambit. Anton Charlebois now takes over the race lead, lap number 12 to the restart zone, and we are back racing here at the Texas Motor Speedway. So Jim Gambit down pit road hopefully doesn't lose a lap here, but I think the chances of him losing a lap are higher than him not losing a lap. Charlebois gets away as Evan Hunter battles for second with Roman Fenway as they go through 1 and 2. Hunter going to take the second position. Fenway back to third. Now Mitchell Collins for the third position. They come down the backstretch. It's like Jay Jefferson, the 05, is a little bit slower. You can see the separation there as they go through 3 and 4. Charlebois in the 32 getting run down now by the 01 of Evan Hunter as they come off the corner. Jefferson moves behind the 05, going to let the cars behind him move on by. As Hunter now to the bottom of Charlebois, looking down there a little bit lower. As they go through 1 and 2, 18 laps of racing to go. Hunter, the 32 up the racetrack. The 01 to the bottom lane, going to try and clear off turn number 2 and down the backstretch. side by side for the lead. Jim Gambit off pit road in the 40 car. He has to be quick here. He can't hold the field up. Look at them trying to get around back there. Sliding up, going 3 wide, almost 4 wide. Evan Hunter comes off turn 4 to the high side. He goes. Jim Gambit, slower. Charles Bach going to take advantage to get to the bottom lane of the 32 car. For the lead to turn 1. Charles Bach going to put Jim Gambit a lap down. Not what Jim was. He was on the lead lap at this point, but now he will fall a lap down, and he's up top 3 wide. Charles Bach takes the lead. Now Jacob Davidson to the bottom in the 9-9. Hunter tried to fill a hole in front of Mathis Welch, but the 20 was down there. To turn 3. Davidson in the 9-9 is the run on Charles Bach. Hunter goes high with the 32. Trying to get the run as Wells got a little tight down low. Off of 4. Hunter still trying to get clear of Wells. He might force it 3 wide right there. Wells still to the bottom lane. Trying to take the second position away. Lions here on the bottom lane. Luke Rainey, Greg Torres, and Trey Rainey. 3-1 to the 20 car. Once again, tight down low. Landon Lyons tight as well. Almost up into his teammate Adam McDowell. They come down the backstretch. Luke Rainey at 3-out move. Anton Charles Bach clears on the top side. Now looks to the bottom in the 9-9. Jacob Davidson through 3. 3 wide back there. Luke Rainey to the bottom. When we have a car very slow up ahead. 6 of Sebastian Kukulon should not even be out there. He's very slow. And across the start finish line, Charles Bach leads. Evan Hunter is second. And which lane's going to go in so they catch the lap car halfway here at Texas. Hunter to the bottom. Anton Charles Bach takes the spot. Davidson to the back bumper of the 32. Maybe giving Charles Bach a bump. And Wells 3 wide to get to second right here. Off into turn number 3. Mathis Wells in the 20 car with the position down low. Luke Rain down low in the 22. Trey Rain in the 25 coming forward. We haven't talked about Trey much of this season. He's been mediocre at best. Kukulon is ahead, and there's a pack of 3 wide cars hungry to get to the front. So what lane is the number 6 going to hold up right here? As Luke Rainey and Trey Rain try to go to second and third behind the 01 of Evan Hunter. Now they come off the corner. Trey's looking low on Luke. Down the backstretch. They have multiple lap cars at now. Kukulon. There are 3 lap cars, and these 2 are going about 40 to 50 miles an hour slower. Watch this. Hunter gets to the back of row. The 09 and going around in front of the field. Luke Ray taken out. And it's the big one at Texas off turn 4. Cars up in the air and up and over. Cars on their lid, flipping, pirouetting. Spurley Tube comes in at the end. Oh, the yellow flag. And it's the whole field. Everyone involved. Kukulon stays on the lead lap, and it's Trey Rainey with the lead. Hunter gets into the back of the lap car and spins him around in front of the field, and I wager about maybe 10 cars got away without damage. Cole Luigi is flying through the air. He's still going on the racetrack. Obviously, if you can keep it in this race, you'll gain a ton of positions. But look at all the cars torn up. It was Alexander Rowe the first to go around. He came up in front of some of our race leaders, and it's on from there. Yellow is out, and race leaders involved with the lap cars. Row, the lap car to get spun around. We'll see what happened. Entering turn 3, the 09 and the car, I believe, in front of the NR Marshboro, they're going 153. These race leaders about 30 to 40 miles an hour faster. And right here, Rowe getting caught by Hunter, and the 01's not going to let off. Obviously, he is the lead lap car. He gets in the back of Rowe and just spins him around right here. Up the track, they both go. Hunter gets it straight. Luke Ray trying to get by. He makes contact. There's Wells. There's the 11 of Mitchell Collins, Greg Torres, Landon Lyons didn't bounce around. William Bolin, Jeff Bright. There's the 21, the 33, the 05. Look at Cole Luigi flipping over. Look at the 10, the 05. There's the 33 on top of the 21. The 22, here comes DeKurgan into Spurley Tube. I mean, this was a massive crash. This was not any crash that was small. And then there's Sachi into it at the end into Spurley Tube. But this was not a crash to play around with. This was a serious crash in front of the whole field. And you have to feel for Luke Rainey and the others up in front here had nothing to do with this. And then cars go pirouetting over each other. Trying to look, Ryan Taylor is in that. He's our points leader. Adam McDowell, I think, got away in the 16 car. We will go on board with Cole Luigi. He was second in points coming into this race. He pirouettes over the pack. And I believe he's going to try and keep it in this race. You can see the spin up ahead. That is not what you want to see out of your Target Series car. Right there, he just drives away. He's saying, hey, I have positions to gain here. I'm driving away. Adam McDowell, third in points coming into this race, and he misses this crash as he's on the inside and able to get by. Yeah, this was the best place he could have been. Down the inside, gets by, and he could be in good shape to try and take over the points lead. As our points leader, Ryan Taylor, is involved in this big crash. He was right in the middle of it all. He had cars on top of him. He had everything happen to him. Watching Jeff Bright, saw him get bounced around here. I think he may have been all right. He does have an onboard camera. And look at the cars just flying all around. There's our pole there, Anthony Hernandez in it. the 1 car. We'll go on board with him as he's in the middle of it, just like Ryan Taylor. He's going to try and get away and keep it in this race. Our pole sitter involved here in the big one. We talked about how every time we come to Texas, we have a ton of big crashes. We have a ton of cars out of the race at the end. This is just like what we were talking about. We were going to see big crashes, and we saw one here today. Jeff right in the 3. Our final on board here as he gets bounced around. He's going to try and keep it in this race and have a shot to win. And there he got slowed down. He's on the inside right there. He got hit a little bit. He saves the car from making any more contact. He and Wells race back to the line. We'll see if Jeff Bright is all right here to keep it in the race and keep it in contention for the lead. He's currently inside the top 10. So Hunter falls back to 3rd on that. Trey Rainey is the lucky guy to get positions from this. He grabs the race lead, and he'll lead us to the restart with under 10 to go. Can Trey Rainey hold on for his first Target Series win of the season? I don't think we envisioned this when we were coming to Texas. A 9-lap to go restart with only about 12 cars on the lead lap. From that crash, Alexander Rowe, Marcus Sachi, James Krogan, Riley Spurleytube, Justin Heath, Jonathan Beaver, Josie O'Neill, Eli Bright, Ryan Taylor, Danny Lloyd, Jay Jefferson, Luke Rainey, then the 15-car Blake Peters, the 33 Anton Charlebois, Michael Cantle, Oliver Galloway, Derek Hamill, Anthony Hernandez, Jacob Davidson. Then you have the 04 Jason Larker, the 7 of Greg Torres, and the 33 Cole Luigi. Luigi is the last car to retire from this race. He ends up 16th, so he gets a top 20 out of a day where he's not going to finish. Marshall Burrow, Sebastian Kukal, and Jim Gammett all lap down. They're going to end up inside the top 15 as we have 12 cars on the lead lap, and some of them are completely damaged. Trey Rainey out front for this restart, 9 to go. Second is Roman Fenway, Evan Hunter, Jake Galloway, Adam McDowell are our top 5. Restart zone for Trey Rainey, and we are back racing 15 cars on the racetrack, 12 with a shot at this race victory. And I say 12, even though some of them are damaged, we could have another yellow flag. Evan Hunter looking low for a second, just like he did last time through 1. Jake Galloway stays in line with him as they come down the backstretch. So you can see the cars that are slow and the cars that are not. It looks like a pack that may be at Daytona or Talladega after the big one strikes. But this is at Texas Motor Speedway. We said everything's bigger in Texas, including the wrecks. Now Jake Galloway going for that second position. As they come off turn number 4, Jeff Bright still in this in the 3 car. He's down low. 2-time Target Series champion. Has not had the season he's wanted, but a win cures everything here in these series. He's looking for one here today at Texas in the Ford 300. We have a Ford Mustang leading this race right now. Paul Taylor, the Dodge, coming for second on Jake Galloway. Look at Evan Hunter down to the bottom lane, the 01 car. Now the 40 Jim Gammett, he is in this pack, but he is a lap car. He's currently scored 13th. He wants to just keep it at 13th and try and get around. If he stays with this lead pack, he could try and pass some of these drivers that fall a lap down, because some of these drivers on the lead lap are completely damaged. 7 laps to go. Evan Hunter in the 01 car grabs second, but he has a long ways to go to get to Trey Rainey, but Trey does go up the racetrack a little bit. Same with Hunter. They stay just about equal as they come down the backstretch. Jeff Bright 4-3 middle as Jim Gammett comes with a run. Paul Taylor got a great run in the 4-3 car here. He's now to 3rd. Jake Galloway clears for 4th as Jim Gammett made that move. It slowed everyone up. And Jeff Bright falling back. He's back to 5th, but on the outside as the lap car Jim Gammett passed him, and McDowell coming low along with Roman Fenway. So right now, we have 7 lead lap cars to settle it. Landlines in 8th is a little damaged. He's fallen off a little bit, so he's just going to have to hope these drivers wreck. But up at the front for the lead. Trey Rainey went at the track. Hunter to the bottom lane, the 01 down the backstretch. Side by side with 6 to go. Paul Taylor, does he force a 3-wide issue? 4 cars break away, and then you have the lap car Jim Gammett separating the rest of the 3. Now Evan Hunter clears to get to the race. He started on the front row here today. Paul Taylor in the 4-3 coming, 40s go for the lead. 5 laps to go. A yellow flag would end it here at Texas. 5 laps to go. Paul Taylor to the inside of Evan Hunter. A little close there. The 01 tried to keep him down there, keep him pinned. 5 cars in this pack. 4 to settle it for the win. Roman Fenway, Adam McDowell, Jeff Bright, they need to get in this draft and caught back up as they stay side by side for the lead. Jake Galloway in the 18 backs out as Trey Rainey in the 25 does he have a run on the outside. Hunter still trying to clear Paul Taylor as he comes off turn number 4. 4 laps are racing to go here at Texas. Still side by side for the lead. Down low, it's Paul Taylor and Jake Galloway. Up top is the 25 Trey Rainey, the 01 of Evan Hunter. To turn 1, Taylor. That low lane's going to work this time as Jim Gammett in the 40 car forces Jake Galloway 3-wide middle, and now Galloway might fall back as they come off the corner. Look at the 01, still fighting back at the outside. Evan Hunter has a strong race car today. He's making the outside work. Paul Taylor can't do anything with them. The 4-3 is going to have to take this 01's line away. Taylor's still trying to get clear. Down the front stretch, they have Marshall Burrow ahead with 3 to go. And Burrow's one of them that was about 30 miles an hour off pace, almost 40. 3 to go. Paul Taylor finally clears Evan Hunter, and he goes up the racetrack through 1 and 2. Jake Galloway trying to take advantage off 2. He has a run. And look at Burrow. Where's the A9 go? Can Paul Taylor get? Whoa! Close, and he does! But the A9 allows the 18 Jake Galloway to get away. Now can they use the draft to run him down? The cars that get caught up, Trey Rainey and Hunter. Trey moves low along with Hunter. They're going to get by Marshall Burrow. But now which lap cars are ahead? Galloway leads with 2 laps to go, 3 miles left. But do they have more lap traffic ahead that could slow him up? Wells and the others are in 3 and 4. They will not catch him. Galloway goes way up the track. Roman Fenway taking her on the bomb lane. Jeff Wright 3 wide. This could be Galloway's day here in the Target Series once again. White flag this time by for Jake Galloway as he goes through 3 and 4. They're trying to run him down by him, but they're side by side. They are running him down. Can they get enough for the draft? White flag, last lap here at Texas. 1.5 miles for Jake Galloway to win the 4,300 to turn 1 for Galloway. He does go up the racetrack. Fenway is lower. If the 07 can put together a great 3 and 4, you might have a shot. Down the backstretch for the final time here at Texas. Galloway leads Fenway to turn 3. It's about 2-3 car lengths. Can Galloway get to the bomb lane? Can Fenway close in? Through 3 and 4, they run in line. Fenway's going to run out of time as he comes off turn 4. Jake Galloway gets up front due to lap traffic and will win the 4,300. In a crash-filled race, Jake Galloway uses the lap car to get by Paul Taylor and the others, and he wins the 4,300 at Texas. Galloway back to victory lane in the Target Series, a place he's had so much success. Let's now go check the finishing results. Here are the finish results on the 4,300 at Texas. 2 caution flags for 8 laps. Remember the one that took out about 30 race cars. 15 lead changes. 12 different drivers led this race. Jake Galloway got out front the right time to get to victory lane in 3 laps. Roman Fenway tried to chase him down, but a nice second place finish for him. He definitely needed that. He's towards the bottom of the points list. Then Paul Taylor in 3rd. Adam McDowell in 4th moves him up to the points lead with a great finish. And Evan Hunter rounds at the top 5. Then we have Jeff Bryant 6th, the driver who led the most laps, started on the last row. Trey Rainey ends up 7th, leading the most laps of 8. Landon Lyons in 8th, so we had 7 cars at the end to try and settle it. Landon Lyons 8th was disconnected from that pack, and then these drivers on back, they had damage and they were off pace. George Cooper 9th, and Mitchell Collins runs at the top 10. Then Bolin and Mathis Wells, the only other 2 drivers to finish on the lead lap. Jim Gimel was in that lead pack at the end, but he was a lap down, didn't have a shot to win the race. Remember, he had that issue under the yellow flag, came down pit road, fell lap down, and the big crash happened. He ends up 13th a lap down. Sebastian Kuklon was a lap down in 14th. Marshall Burrow fell 2 laps down 15th, and then Cole Luigi on back was out due to that crash. Anthony Hernandez from the pole ends up 20th involved in the crash. 21st and 40th. You can see right here. 37th on up involved in the crash. 38th down low involved in the first caution of the afternoon. Let's now look at the point standings. 10 races in the books. The Wild Texas race leads us to Atlanta. Here are the point standings heading into the Atlanta race. Adam McDowell takes over the points lead. Last season's champion looking to go back-to-back. He has a 35-point lead over Cole Luigi, who's kept a nice, solid position so far in 2nd. Ryan Taylor falls to 3rd. William Bolin is 4th, and Michael Canto rounds up the top 5. Jim Gammon up to 6th. Landon Lyons is 7th. Jonathan Beeford 8th. Mathis Wells 9th. And Max Anderson rounds up the top 10. There's your top 20. This is where wins come into play. Eli Bryan, the 88, is 15th, behind 2 winners outside the top 10 points, George Cooper and Luke Rainey. However, because Eli has 2 wins, he overrides one of those, and since George Cooper is higher than Luke Rainey in points, Cooper would be one of the wild cards along with Eli Bright. Luke would be out because he only has 1 win. Eli has 2. So that's how it works here with this points format. Still a ton of time left. Luke could move himself up inside the top 10. He could not even be a factor towards the end. Eli Bright could fall outside the top 20, and if he's not 20th to 11th in points, he can't use those 2 wins as a wild card. Some winners down here. Jake Galloway, first win of the season, first top 5 of the season. He's moved up to 32nd in the points now, but he has a lot of ground to gain if he wants to be inside the top 20 to use that win as a wild card. Right down here, Levi Jones, Alexander have had terrible seasons thus far. They're going to try and turn it around as we head to, once again, as I said, Atlanta for the running of the Mountain Dew 300. I'll see you guys then.